We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Congress moves forward. Biden finally visits the border and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Representative Kevin McCarthy was elected Speaker of the House just past midnight on Saturday morning on the 15th ballot, following a period of raucous and even physically charged debate between the GOP's House majority and a group of Republican holdouts. While the week-long process to elect a speaker seemed to cast doubt on the ability of the GOP to effectively govern in Congress, the concessions that came out in the process are overwhelmingly positive for the American people. Included in these concessions are a vote on term limits for Congresspeople, an end to large omnibus funding bills that waste millions of dollars, and more transparency in the process of governing. McCarthy remained optimistic, telling the gathered House members, "Now the hard work begins." The new speaker also pledged to begin investigations into President Biden and the Democrats, promising to issue subpoenas where necessary. McDonald's is planning a slate of job cuts amidst an effort to reorganize the company, according to CEO Chris Kempczynski. Employees were told this on Friday. "We will evaluate roles and staffing levels in parts of the organization, and there will be difficult discussions and decisions ahead." The CEO wrote in a memo, "Certain initiatives will be deprioritized or stopped altogether. This will help us move faster as an organization while reducing our global costs and freeing up resources to invest in our growth." The CEO noted that the layoffs were not a cost-cutting measure, but an effort to help the company run more efficiently. McDonald's is also planning a large slate of new restaurants to be opened throughout 2023. At least 520,000 people in California remained without power on Sunday as harsh rainstorms continued to batter the Golden State. In addition to the thousands of homes and businesses with the lights turned off, at least 6 people have died in the severe weather since the beginning of the year. Even amidst the continuing devastation, the state is not out of the woods yet, as torrential downpours and mountain snow are expected to continue to fall throughout northern and central California in the coming days. At least 4 similarly harsh weather systems have been seen in the state in 2023 already. 2 years into his presidency, Joe Biden finally visited El Paso, Texas on Sunday in his first visit to the U.S.-Mexico border. The visit comes as he prepares to meet with the Mexican president. Biden, facing precedent to address a surge of migrants trying to enter the United States through Mexico, last week announced that he was expanding the Trump administration Title 42 rule, allowing border agents to turn away asylum seekers as a COVID-19 precaution. Biden met with Texas Governor Greg Abbott, a Republican critic of his immigration policies. Abbott gave Biden a letter accusing him of fueling the chaos at the border with his failure to enforce immigration laws. Biden said he learned that authorities on the border need a lot of resources. "We're going to get it for them." Like Harris before him, Biden did not go to the border itself, did not talk with border agents, and generally avoided going anywhere that would actually show the consequences of his failed border policies. The House, now controlled by Republicans, is expected to vote this week on creating a special judiciary subcommittee to investigate the FBI and national security agencies and what GOP lawmakers call the weaponization of the federal government. Representative Chip Roy, Republican of Texas, one of the far-right members of Congress who delayed Kevin McCarthy's election as Speaker, indicated in an interview with Fox News that the panel was part of the deal McCarthy's hard-right opponents reached in exchange for dropping their challenge and backing McCarthy. The subcommittee will be overseen by incoming Judiciary Committee Chair Jim Jordan, Republican of Ohio, an ally of former President Donald Trump. Roy said McCarthy promised to give the subcommittee as many resources as the House January 6th committee got. The weaponization of the FBI and other government agencies goes back at least as far as the Obama administration, when the NSA and the IRS were used against conservative-based organizations. Goldman Sachs planned to cut 3,200 jobs this week in one of its biggest rounds of cuts ever, Bloomberg reported Sunday. The process starts midweek, according to Bloomberg, and a source with knowledge of the matter. About a third of the positions will be in the investment bank's core trading and banking units. A spokesman for Goldman Sachs declined to comment. Goldman Sachs is cutting deeper than rivals as U.S. economists warn of a looming recession. The company has increased its staff by 34% to more than 49,000 since late 2018 under CEO David Solomon. Later in January, the bank will announce annual bonuses, which are expected to be down about 40%, according to Reuters. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.